Hello folks, and welcome to Halo Fan for Life's first ever Halo Mega Bloks video review. This is of the Flood Hunters set, and it includes a Spartan that is an EOD, a Scout Spartan, a Flood Carrier form, and an Elite Flood Combat form, as well as 6 of the Flood Infection forms. As you can see, it also includes a Flamethrower, right here, a Shotgun, and the missile pod. And this is only the second set that includes a missile pod. This one does not have the little handles so that you can take the pod off of the stand and have the Spartans carry it, but that's really kind of a minor thing. You can find those handles in any other number of sets. So let's take a closer look at the minifigures. First up, actually not really a minifigure, but the little teeny tiny Flood Infection form. Now there are 6 of these, as I said, and we haven't found these in too many sets. So to have 6 in one is really a great deal if you're looking to army build these. I particularly would love to have a ton of these, so getting this set was a nice way to bolster the ranks of the Flood Infection forms. Next up is the Elite Combat Flood form, and this one is very similar, if not the same, to what we nicknamed the Choco Elite or the Choco Flood that came in a series not too long ago. It's got a nice dark purple color to the armor, as well the dark chocolate head and arm as well. Now there's no weapon that actually comes with this particular Flood, though you could sub out the shotgun, give it to him instead, since there is the missile pod and the flamethrower for the Spartans. Okay, so the next figure is the EOD, and this comes in that nice stealthy kind of a bluish steel color, and I particularly like the EOD Spartans that Mega Bloks has made. It's just a great sculpt. And it's a really beefy looking Spartan, you know, he looks really tough, and the paint job on this is great. Again, I like the color, but the white off of the side pieces here comes off nice. The black on top of the helmet is painted nicely, so it's a good figure. The next one is the Stealth Scout, again coming in the same color, and it's got the gold visor to it. Sorry if I can't zoom in there. And again, great paint details on this. The shoulders, the seam here area in the shoulder is black. A little hard to tell by the video, and apologies if I'm zooming in and out and not getting it clear. This is my first video one, so I'll get better as I go along. On the back here, plenty of black in the armor areas here to denote from the blue steel colors. Again, a very good color. This is probably one of my favorite color versions of the Spartans. And now we have what is really kind of the most odd piece. It's the Flood Carrier form, and what's odd about it, there's a couple of things. Well, one, in the game it actually is a bit lighter. In fact, it's more the color of, let's bring this up here again, it's more the color closer to the Flood Infection forms. So why this is actually more chocolate, I'm not sure, but it really isn't that big of a deterrent. In fact, I imagine this will probably be redone somewhere down the line, and it could be done in a different color. But what is unique about this is, although it's not quite game accurate, it should be a little bit less fat per se, and maybe a little bit more conical as opposed to round. It's that it's got this nifty slot here that if you squeeze it, you see it opens up, and that's how you can fit in the Flood Infection forms. It's really spongy up at the top here, but then as you get lower down on the figure, it's not so spongy. There's not much in the way of give, and certainly as you get down towards the bottom, it's very tough. And then the legs themselves are separate pieces from the whole thing. So this set, though, overall, it's $15. I got this at Toys R Us, and I think that is actually a very, very good value when you consider that each of the minifigures themselves cost about $3.50. Right there, it's a 369. That's $10.50, and then if you say this is 3.5 again, that's $14. So really, for a $15 set, you got 14 there. Then you toss in the 6 flood infection forms, the flamethrower, the missile pod, and then finally the shotgun. For that extra dollar, wow, you really get a lot for your value. So even though the flood carrier form isn't as articulated as the other ones, it certainly has its presence in the Halo games, and it has a reason for being there. So this set I totally give a thumbs up. And for army builders, it's great that you get the flood carrier form, the elite flood combat form, and the 6 infection forms, as I say. And for those of you like me that like the steel color for the Spartans, it's a great deal. So how many medals out of 10? I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. And the only reason why I don't give it that extra 0.5 is that I would have hoped for the elite to have a weapon itself. But that's such a minor detail that that's why I made sure to give it a really good rating at 9.5. Again, because you really get a lot for your value here, I believe, especially in the form of those infection forms. Alright folks, well, I hope you enjoyed this quick video review, as well as the write-up that goes along with this. And let me know. Click like on YouTube and make a comment on the blog, and we'll see you next time.